know already down to the lighthouse. That means we're heading north. Nearest land ahead would be the North Pole itself, as we're the only town on the east coast facing west. That gives us great sunsets and shelter from easterly winds. Over on the left, the mist clears, you might be able to see Skegness later on, and from Skegness right across the mouth of the Wash and down the North Sea, one of the largest offshore wind farms in the country. So we come back in on the northward corner, we come in at Court Point or Holme, where Seahenge was uncovered a few years ago. Very much like Stonehenge, but made of wood and 1,000 years older. And then we have the end of the cliffs of the village of Old Hunstanton, where we harbour 2 inshore lifeboats, one of them a hovercraft, run by the RNLI. You've got your cameras. Most famous feature of this Norfolk coast is our cliffs, 60 foot high, chalk and carstone, and 130 billion years old. In between the layers, an iron ore deposit also separates the Jurassic and the Cretaceous periods in our history. Back on top, the old Coast Guard lookout station is the one that they used in the Battle of Jutland. The first radio signals transmitted there, one of the bloodiest sea battles ever seen. And the lighthouse marking the entrance also marks where King Edmund came ashore in 864. Following year, he was crowned King of Anglia and then proclaimed the first patron saint of England. Just uncovering on the foreshore in front of us is the remains of an old wreck called the Sheraton. That vessel was born or built in 1907. A steel trawler. It was commandeered during the Second World War as a surveillance vessel till it broke its moorings and come ashore. Wrecks on the foreshore Britain are usually owned by the Queen and blown up. This foreshore belongs to the Lestrange family. Going back to the 12th century when King John came round and stayed with Lestrange, a wager was had, and King John lost his own land 7 miles to our right down to the wood marshes, and 7 miles to our left round to Scotland Island. We'll finish off with the Green Rocks, over 100,000 years old, believed to be the remains of a Roman roadway. Whatever the case, they've been scoured by the seas over the centuries. That's created rock pools, so it's great fun for the family as the tide goes out to see what's being deposited. Most probably seen a 40-foot, 25-ton sperm whale landed alongside the Sheraton about 3 years ago. We're going to make our way to the south, and just before we go in, we'll take you around the 80 miles of coastline. If you've got any questions, now's the chance to put your hand up and Arthur will come and see you.